Let's begin just by simply arriving here in the simplicity of this moment. You may close your eyes if you wish. The body is simply sitting. The breath is moving. Sounds are appearing and disappearing. Sensations arising. And thoughts perhaps passing through the mind. Feelings passing through the nervous system. There's nothing you need to fix here. You do not need to become calm. You do not need to become peaceful. You do not need to leave behind the circumstances of your life. Or the ache of being human. Simply arrive here as you are. There is no formal meditation practice here, no effort required, no posture, no breath technique. Simply letting the body soften into the support beneath you, feeling the weight of the body being held by the chair, the ground, the earth. And allow yourself to receive this support. So much of life is lived with a subtle holding. Here, just for a few moments, the body can begin to know it does not have to hold everything together. Let the shoulders soften, the jaw loosen, the hands rest. Let the belly be as it is. You are not forcing relaxation, but allowing permission for this moment to be exactly as it is. Bring gentle attention to the breath, simply noticing that breath is happening. No need to change anything. Life is breathing this body. The inhale comes, the exhale goes. The breath rises and falls like a quiet tide within you. Perhaps the breath is shallow or uneven. Perhaps it is spacious. Either way, it is allowed, given permission just as it is. We're not here to create a particular state. We're here to discover what is already present beneath all states. Let each exhale be a small letting go. Nothing dramatic, simply a softening of resistance. A letting go of the demand that life must be different before peace can be known. Now notice the inner landscape. Perhaps there is restlessness, perhaps there is ease, perhaps there is sorrow or anxiety or uncertainty or fatigue. Perhaps there is a heaviness in the heart or a light openness. Perhaps there's a sense of being overwhelmed by personal circumstances or the condition of the world, or by the suffering of those you love, or by the collective atmosphere of conflict and instability. Whatever is here, can it be included? Not indulged, not created into a drama, but neither pushed away, simply included in this field of awareness. Here, in this gentle meditation, nothing is excluded. If there is fear, let fear be here. If there is grief, let grief be here. If there is confusion, let confusion be here. If there is a longing for peace, then let this longing be here. Let everything be welcomed into the vastness that is already open. Notice that awareness is undisturbed by what appears within it. The body may be restless, the mind may be agitated, the heart may be tender or raw. But awareness itself, this simple knowing presence, does not resist any of it. It is already allowing everything to appear just as it is. Allow yourself to sense this as a direct recognition. There is something here that is aware of breath, aware of sensation, aware of thought, aware of emotion. This aware presence is not trying to become peaceful. It is already at peace. This peace is not the opposite of disturbance. It is deeper than disturbance. This peace allows disturbance to come and go. Allow your attention to rest in this aware presence. Simply relaxing back into what is already knowing. You do not need to find awareness. You are awareness. You do not need to become the space in which experience arises. You are that space. Perhaps the mind says, I do not feel peaceful. This is totally fine. Peace does not require the absence of feeling. Peace is not a blank serenity or a spiritual numbness. True peace is the radiance of being that remains untouched, even when the waves move across the surface. Allow these waves to move. Let the breath move. Let the world move. And recognize the unmoving presence in which all movement appears. If you wish to place a hand on your heart or your belly, simply to let the body know you are allowed to be as you are. You do not have to fight your own experience. You do not have to be at war with yourself. Notice how nothing is outside of awareness. Nothing is outside the embrace of openness. Even contraction, fear, grief, and the sense of separation, all of it appears here, held by something immeasurably vast. And now gently widen the field. Sense how you are not alone in this. All over the world, human beings are carrying uncertainty. Human beings are longing for safety, belonging, truth, and love. Human beings are struggling with fear, conflict, loss, loneliness, in a world that feels fractured or divided. And let your heart remain open to this, not overwhelmed, not burdened, but open. There is a way of allowing the suffering of the world to touch us without collapsing into despair. There's a way of feeling the pain of humanity while remaining rooted in the ground of being. And let the heart become wide enough to include your own life, your own tender places, and also the collective field of sorrow and longing. Let everything be held in the same spaciousness. Not my suffering and your suffering, but one movement appearing in the vast field of awareness. And now sense the possibility that peace is revealed when we stop making war with what is here. It begins with the intimate willingness to meet this moment without resistance. It begins right here in the body, in the breath, in the heart. Let the body be breathed. Let the heart be open. Let awareness shine quietly, without effort. Nothing to become, nothing to defend, nothing to hold together. It's simply this: aware, open, present. The peace that you are is already here. Rest as this. And gently bringing attention to the breath, rising and falling. And when you're ready, open your eyes.